Hello and welcome back to my computer. This is how we left the model last time. So I haven't changed anything in case you were wondering. But before we start that again, I wanted to show you something else. conceptart.org. This is a great place to find artwork, to find ideas from. As you see, I just went to the "It's finally finished" part of it. And already we can see some interesting things. Not all of it will be useful to you, but let's just look in this one. It has some interesting pictures, and I find that if you look at interesting pictures, you get your own ideas. Halo much? And I don't have any of these on my computer, but I do have some other ones that I looked at before. And I have this one specifically because I like this curve here. And I kind of want to do something like that right here, going into the cliff along there. Oops. And I also have another one. This one specifically because I like this part here. I kind of want to do something like that back here in this room, which I'm going to make right now. Oh, I also have another, let's just close that, another picture here, because I like these columns here. They make interesting objects, and they create an interesting effect with scale. So I wanted to kind of do something like that here, going into the room. So the first thing we'll do is we will open up these. I think these are going to be the columns. And we are going to extrude them. And then the next part will be a bevel. I haven't shown you a bevel before, so this is like the extrude, except at the end you can change the scale of the top one, so it creates interesting slopes there. Now the thing about this is inside, so I don't really want this gap here, so we can just basically delete these faces and move. We'll get the Y here, and then move these edges over. Well, I guess we have to select vertexes to the Y's. I don't know, sometimes it lets you do that with edges and sometimes it doesn't. Not sure why. Oops. I guess we have to do this side. Oops. Not that one. As you can see, they're kind of big compared to the people, so we're gonna make them pretty tall. Whoops, I wanted to bevel. And then we can do the same thing that we did before with these vertices. Oops, did it again. that's kind of boring. So we are going to make it less boring. I'm going to show you the inset tool here. It creates an insetted face like that. Just gonna do that so that I get... Well, I guess I didn't have to do that. I could have just... Oh, well, whatever. I guess I did it, so... Control Y just redoes what you undid, in case you're wondering. Maybe I will have a glass floor. Just gonna delete those because they aren't gonna be there in the end. Maybe this one will. Maybe I won't have it go all the way up. Another interesting tool is this border tool here. Well, it's not tool, but you have to go in the border part here. It's almost like the edge part, except it only selects full borders around things. So as you can see, it's selected the whole outside edge here. And it's very useful because of this cap tool. It automatically fills in the border with a polygon. We'll just finish this part here. I think I'm going to redo the symmetry modifier after this because it's just easier than doing it twice. So now, what we are going to do is, the only limitation about editable poly is that you can't have I'm not sure what it is. I'll show you though. If I say I extruded this back, and then I wanted this part to be moved back here, and then welded to the vertices like it was glass, I couldn't do that because it would create this volume here. That's illegal. So that doesn't really matter in Halo though, because it doesn't actually use vertice welds. It just makes it so that if they're within so much distance, it acts as if they were welded anyway. So we're just gonna get it close. I think that's close enough. Then we're going to change this here. it is going to go underneath this floor part here, so we want this to extrude out. We want to delete this top polygon. Then having a flat bottom is kind of boring, so let's not make it too flat. And I think we're going to do something else as well. But I'm not sure what yet, but that's okay. So then, another thing you can do is select this, and you can say detach. We'll make this into the glass object. Then you can go into its properties. I just right clicked there and change its. Oh no, we're going to do this with materials. You press M, you come to this material here, and you can change its opacity down to, say, 38. Change its color to something like that. Click this button so that you can see it in here. Then we're going to click this button to assign it to material. That just makes it see-through, which is very useful. And then also when we're texturing, we can just select this model, or this object, and then apply the glass material to it, and it's very easy, quick. So now, we are going to finish this room here. I kind of want to round it here. I don't want it to be too deep because, I don't know, too deep isn't very good. And then I think I might have it come down and then have it come up around outside here. That might be interesting. So we will do that.